basically just put it up to the blade.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a video where I'm adding 3 modifications to a tack folder. All of these modifications are very ugly, so I wouldn't recommend them doing all to one knife because you're going to have a knife that ends up looking ugly as sin. This is a cold steel Voyager. Nobody buys a Voyager because it looks good, so I wasn't really afraid to modify it. The first thing right off the bat is the finish. Okay? What I did is, normally this is a nice stonewash finish, which isn't very reflective, but say you're in a survival situation, or you're out hunting or whatever, and you need to put, and you don't want a reflective finish on your knife so that the light catches it. What you can do is you can take a lighter. This is a simple butane lighter. It's not working very well right now. But basically, just put it up to the blade, and you'll add like smudges to it. I didn't take very long on this, maybe a minute, and you can already tell that most of the reflective finish is concealed by this smudge. The nice thing about this modification is that it's temporary. So not only can you just do this really quickly so there's no reflective finish on your knife, you can wipe it off and no permanent damage is done. Unless you have a knife with a really weak finish, this isn't going to hurt it. All I have to do is kind of wet it and it rubs right off. A lot of y'all are going to say, oh, you messed up the temper. No. Running a little lighter over a knife shortly just to put a little smudge effect on it is not going to destroy the finish. Next modification. This one is also not permanent. Okay? You can see right here I put a zip tie where the thumb stub would be. So if I want to, I can always go back and replace it. The reason why I did that is so that I can snag it on the corner of my pocket when I draw it. Okay? So it adds sort of like an improvised wave feature to the knife. Alright, so this snags right in my pocket. Very self-explanatory. The only thing I would mention is that when you do it, angle the knife or the angle of the zip tie so that it's acute, with this part being the straight part and this being the clipped, because that'll snag on your pocket a little bit easier. You don't want that angle to kind of run off the side of your pocket. So this is the side that you want to snag. Third modification, this one's the more extreme modification, is to take the tip off of your knife, whether you file it down, chip it off, whatever. The reason why you would do this is so it doesn't get stuck in bone. Okay, you have World War II and you had Fairbairn teaching his troops, or he was telling them to file down the stilettos and their double-edged fighting knives because they were in trenches and they were going at people and the tips were getting stuck in bone. So this right here is very thin and lean. It's not going to get stuck in bone, but it definitely still has that thrusting and stabbing capability. I mean, more people are killed every year with screwdrivers than knives, and this is much more acute and much more flat as a bevel than a screwdriver. So that's my tactical modification of this knife. Again, wouldn't recommend doing it to all of these modifications to one knife, unless it's like a really cheap Walmart knife and you just need to make this thing as tactical as possible for whatever reason. Hope you enjoyed this quick video. Thanks for watching.